Okay, so here we are on RyGuyPours, and due to popular request, actually one person was hoping that I could do a tutorial, and I'm going to be honest with you here. I don't necessarily know if I'm a tutorial guy. Not that I don't want to do it, but I've never done one before, so you're about to see my first tutorial here. I hope it helps make you some beautiful paintings. So, anyways, basically, I start off with like 5 to 10 milliliters of paint. That's usually what the base is. And then basically stir them up. Pick which colors you want. Go for it. You know, it's the way to do it. Just go for it. Don't be too hard on yourself about how much you put in. Just more of the consistency that matters. So, I mean, I'll show that later in the video here. So yeah, and then after my little cups, I fill out about, hang on a sec. So yeah, it's about 20 milliliters of the Artist Loft Acrylic pouring medium. That's all I really put in there. So it's basically, at that point, you're gonna put the paint in and then mix the paint together. Mix it up really good. Make sure there's no chunks in it. And for the black one, basically, it's about, honestly, probably 20 to 25 milliliters of paint, and then you're going to look at probably 85 to 90, maybe even 100 milliliters of the pouring medium. Also, when you're doing this, you got to make sure that the top layer of the black is going to be thinner, so it runs over the colors, but you also don't want the other ones to be too thin, because then they'll just fly off the end of the canvas. You'll see that, like, I mean, you obviously lose some of your color, but it usually stays together. Anyways, so after that, because I know, like, I don't know why people sometimes don't like using silicone, but for me, I'm not too concerned about using silicone in my paint. So I mean, that's just the way I do it. If you have personal preference, go for it. I mean, it's up to you. It's not up to me. I can just tell you what I do. So yeah, like, I mean, I'll show you the consistencies. You can definitely see that the black paint is thinner than the other ones. They both flow very good, but you can just see that the consistency of the black is almost like water, but it's not. But you can see how much more it flows than the colors. I show them side by side. But anyways, yeah, so after that, oh boy, hang on a sec. After that, I usually, it's just for the black paint, I'll put 4 drops of silicone in, and then mix. Get that silicone in there, mix it up really good, because I mean, it helps create the cells. Like, it helps separate it from, I guess, the silicone. Just I mean, it just separates the paint, like, from the other paint. I don't know the exact science behind it, but I mean, I'm not a scientist. I'm just I guess you can consider me an artist. Anyways, so yeah, and then at that point, you're gonna want to just put your colors down onto the canvas, whichever order you want, whatever you're feeling that day, whatever colors you want to use, however you want to go about it. Maybe some bright colors if you're using black base, and then maybe some darker colors if you're using white base. It's up to you. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's a world where you can just pour whatever you want together, and if it looks good, then great. So on this one, I just pour them all straight down, but you can zigzag the paint around a bunch if you want. I mean, do it, just have fun with it. Honestly, like, that's all I really do. There's no exact science to this. Even when you're mixing the paints, if they seem a little off, if it's too thin, add more paint. If it's too thick, then add more pouring medium. That's basically what I do. Like, I don't really actually end up measuring anything. I just kind of just see how it looks and how the paint's going to flow, and then I go from there. But anyways, this is kind of, after you get your colors down, this is a clutch moment here, where as soon as you pour that black paint, don't hesitate too long to pan it around, because you have to pan it around pretty fast from corner to corner to get it to go over the other paint. You can kind of watch what I do. I mean, like, I wait like a touch in this one, but then once the black's down, that's when you want to go. You want to pan it as quick as you can from corner to corner, just to get just to make sure that the black ran over all the other colors, because then once you start torching, that's when you're going to get the pearls or the cells coming out. So after that, once you have the black over all the other colors, then you're just going to torch. Now sometimes I'm really bad for getting the torch too close to the paint. But honestly, sometimes I feel like it needs a little extra heat just to get some cells going. Like a lot of the times you just want to wave it around and you don't want the actual flame to touch the paint. But I find it works for me when I have a really stubborn spot that won't activate cells. I'll like almost touch the fire really quick to the paint and it just like blasts them open. So I mean, like I say, with this you just got to really try things. But I mean, my paintings always end up turning out pretty good in the end, so I mean, I must be doing something half right or half wrong, I don't know. Like I say, just have fun, and then like if it doesn't work out for you, try another one, because eventually you're gonna get it. And actually, I'm just adding this one in as a little extra point about when you pan your paint. After you get to the fourth corner, make sure you bring most of the paint back to the center of the canvas, just so that way everything kind of goes back into the middle, so you can go from there with your torching and everything after. You can actually see me do that in the video, how after you'll see me tip it back, get some of it towards the center. Anyways, it just helps. And yeah, so torch it up, and then just watch the cells grow, and then always work your edges, make sure you get them all painted up. That's why you always see me, like I zoom through my videos just showing me working the edges, just because I don't want to put 15 to 20 minutes of me just working around the edges. So I just kind of do like a speed of I'm kind of just going around filling in all the gaps that on the canvas that don't have paint. And yeah, after that, voila, just let it dry and see how it comes out. Hopefully actually, sorry, one thing that I really missed that's very important is make sure you level your canvas, because if your canvas isn't level, then your whole painting's going to run off the edge. This is a very important thing. I've done it in the past where I don't level it properly, and then I come down the next day and I look at it and it's just a complete disaster. But if you level your canvas out, it's pretty good. And also, one other tip that I can give is don't overload your painting with paint, because it's going to want to run somewhere. If it's like water, if it catches the edge, it's going to run off and it's going to flow like water. It's just going to keep going until it gets to a certain point where it's like, okay, then all of a sudden it gets happy with the amount that you have on the surface and it will stop flowing. So, but very, very, very important, level your canvas. I can't stress that enough, that you need a level canvas. Other than that, I guess I hope you enjoy my tutorial, and I hope it helps. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments, or just suggest something that you'd like to see if I do a tutorial in the future. I mean, I love your guys' comments. I really appreciate it, and I try and get back to all of them. But I noticed YouTube Studio does this weird thing where some of them actually get lost in the ether there, because I was looking through some of my videos and I had noticed some comments that I never replied to, but it didn't come up in my notification. So if I do miss a comment, it's nothing personal. It's just like it might have got lost. I try and respond to every single comment, and if I miss it, I apologize, but I will try and get back to every comment that comes in. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I love doing this, and I love people commenting and watching. It really makes me so satisfied to be doing this, and thank you so much. I love you all, and we'll see you here again on RyGuyPours.